everyone, this is Genita M, Medical Director at The Biosanctuary. I'm going to demonstrate today how to make almond milk. I don't know about you, but I'm a busy person, so therefore I like to make things as simple as possible. And I never liked the cheesecloth thing, you know, total turn off. It's messy, it's a lot of cleanup, it takes a long time, not my style. So anyway, I developed on my own this method of making almond milk. It lasts about 4 or 5 days, and it's a great time investment and definitely good for your health. Okay, we don't do dairy. We advise against dairy, grain, and sugar, especially during a healing event. And so therefore, almond milk can turn into a very quick staple for like your morning smoothies or maybe to cream your coffee, things like that. So anyway, I start with the almond. The trick is it's got to be dry. Your Vitamix, beautiful blender by the way, 3 horsepower. Like I think lawnmowers have 3 horsepower. Anyway, and these things I have about 4 of them, and they last forever. So really good investment as well. But anyway, you want your almonds non-pasteurized, non-irradiated, and organic. Okay. So you start with the almonds, and you know, everything I do at home is by eye, because, you know, who's got the time to measure anyway? It's unnecessary. You eyeball things while you're dialing in for your taste, and then you stick with that, okay? So we start with the almonds, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to, on high, the blender's going to be on high. I'm going to pause the camera while it's blending it down. But it's about a minute or 2 to get it down to a powder flour type of almond flour, and then I'll turn the camera back on. But anyway, so it's going to be. Put this on first. It's going to be on high until it's taken down to a powder. Okay, so. Okay, so I've taken it down to a powder. Now here's the trick, all right? You put a little bit of water in, and this is Berkey water I poured prior to setting up for the video. I recommend Berkey for many, many reasons. For one, you know, we have a huge problem with side drugs, glyphosate, you know, in our water, in streams. Nothing is safe anymore, okay, unfortunately. But the biggest thing about Berkey is that it is a non-potable rated water filter, so that's excellent, because if your plumbing ever went out, or, you know, really something bad happened and you didn't have a clean water source, you could actually go down and find a river or lake, mostly anything, and put that through the Berkey, and it will get rid of 99% of the bacteria. And also, even the bottled water. Today we have unknown bacteria being unleashed every day in our environment, so Berkey's a good idea, okay? So anyway, I'm going to pour a little bit of water here, just about covering the almond flour. And now, once again, on high, I'm going to take this down, and it takes about 2 minutes, 1 or 2 minutes again, takes it down to a cream, okay? So you want to make a cream out of it. You don't put a bunch of water in right away, because then it's not really going to get at the granules and break it down, okay? So again, I'm going to turn it on and take it to a cream. Okay, so after 1 or 2 minutes of blending, again, you want a nice creamy texture, all right? Now I'm going to add some of the flavor goodies as well as the health goodies. One, we use organic sunflower lecithin. It's delicious. It's very good for you. It's good for the brain. It's good for the liver. It's got the phosphatidylcholine in there. Very, very good. It's also an emulsifier, so now your almond milk isn't going to separate, okay? So again, I don't measure, but you want generally about 3 tablespoons to a full batch, which really works out, because like I said, it is concentrated. It works out to be about double this, okay? So 3 tablespoons, generally speaking, and it's going to get a little messy here. There, that's about 3 tablespoons. Delicious. Okay, and I'm going to put a bit of coconut manna. This gives it a nice creamy texture. A really nice creamy texture, as well as, of course, that coconut butter flavor. It's a coconut manna from Nutiva. It's a very good product. You know, there's a couple else out there, other ones, but but this is one of my favorites, so I'm going to put some of my favorite. Alright. And you know, you can gauge how much you want to put in. Please do not be afraid of fat. It's not the fat that's making you fat. It's, if you're getting fat, it's the sugar, okay? There's a lot of videos out there about that. I'll be making one myself. I don't have one up yet, but believe me, you cut out the sugar grain dairy, and you don't have to ever worry about fat again. On a story. And then, of course, the organic vanilla flavoring. I don't get the extract because it's got that alcohol-y thin taste. I like the one with the glycerin, okay? It's a very sweet taste. And you can put in as much as you like. I like vanilla a lot, so I put a lot in. Alright, so now, once again, I'm going to blend with just a little bit in there right now, a little bit of water in there right now to keep that creamy thing going and blend them really well with the emulsifier. There you have it. Now I'm going to add the rest of the water, whip it up, and I have my almond milk for nearly a week. Alright? There we go. Now you have to be careful. You want to stop the water about an inch, inch and a half below the tub here because it does foam up. And there you have it. So, and some people like to put a little manuka honey. Again, if you're in a healing event, you know, for anything, I don't care, cancer, addiction, anything, you don't want to put the honey in there. Even though manuka honey is an antibacterial, very good for you, you want to stay away from the sweet flavors, okay? It just keeps that sweet tooth going, and we need to keep your blood sugar down for many, many, many reasons when you're healing from anything. But you know, under normal circumstances, once you get healthy and you meet all your health goals, feel free to add a little honey in there to taste. And again, salt. Some people like to add a little Himalayan salt. I don't. I love salt. Don't get me wrong. Salt is good for you. A full body, real salt, such as sea salt. But anyway, then I'll mix this up. I'll put it in my container, put it in the fridge, and I'm good to go for nearly a week. Take care.